Hi guys, remember when I said I wasn't going to be doing any more shopping? Well, so what happened was my daughter-in-law said we needed a specimen jar for Halloween decorations for a big mouse. So I went into Unique to see if I could find this big specimen jar, which I did. I found something perfect for it. So it's going to fit a mouse, and then we'll make it look like he's being, but I think this will fit 2 of the mice, so that'll be even better. Anyway, that's all I was supposed to get. I told her, I said, you know I can't go in there without spending money. And I spent money. So here we have another haul. But I did get yelled at while I was in there, y'all. I got yelled at. So one of my biggest things that I sell really well are coffee mugs. Just something I know my coffee mugs. I don't know why, but for some reason it's a good niche for me. But I was in the coffee mug aisle for a while, and they were stocking for a while. And as they were putting stuff out, I was picking stuff up and putting stuff in my cart. And this old man comes around the corner, and he tried to come the other way, but she was stocking the shelf and I was on the other side. And then he came back around the other way, and I'm putting stuff in my cart, and I'm looking, and he goes, "No wonder I can't get any cups." He said, "You're getting them all." I said, "Yep, because I like cups." He goes, "So do I," and turned around and walked away. Sorry, I was here first. So that being said, I'm going to show you what I got. All of this was 20% off because I had built up enough points at Unique. So these are Hall coffee mugs, and for $1.49 each, I got 13 of them, and these sell really well. So I will probably put them in lots of 4. Like do 4, 4, 4, and then 1, because just one cell is listed. Now I don't know, I didn't look for what has sold because I was in a hurry, but just one was listed for like $30. So I'll do I'll do the 3 lots of 4, and then I'll do the last one individual. And then also I got 4 of these, they're Gien, Gien, France. Beautiful tea mugs. I looked to see if there was any saucers, but they didn't have any saucers. $2.49 each. I did pay up for these, but a set of 4 of these are listed for about $50 to $70 just for 4, and they're in great condition. I didn't see any chips or cracks, but I have been fooled before. Once I get it under the light box, I'm sure I will find something. So I got 4 of those. And then I got, this is a Gibson mug. Now Gibson tends to sell really well. I haven't looked at this one up yet. Most of the mugs were $1.99, but beautiful, beautiful Gibson mug. And like I said, it's very heavy. Gibson tends to sell really well. And then I got this Starbucks mug, and I didn't look this one up either, and this was actually only 2019. But what I liked about it, look, it's got the little fox on it. So I haven't looked him up yet, and it's even still got the new sticker on it, $1.99. So this one will probably list for about $15. And then the last mug I got is, it's a Spectrum Designs with a Z, and this one is 2017. But it's beautiful copper pottery, stoneware. And, you know, I just like the stoneware, but I thought this was so pretty, and I looked it up. Now these are selling for between 20 and 25 a piece. So it's just gorgeous. So yeah, I was getting all the mugs. The gentleman was not happy. So I had already gone over this one shelf, and I didn't want to do a shopping video because I really didn't want to spend a lot of money and take a lot of time, but I ended up doing that anyway. So, but I had already gone over the one shelf that had all like the statues and stuff on it. And then when I went back to do my second go around, because they were stocking pretty quickly, I found this adorable. Look at her. She's so cute. And she was kind of high. I don't know what she is yet because I haven't looked under the sticker. Actually, it's, let me see here if I can get this off. There is a marking under here. Honest, and it was on a shelf, I believe, at like a, maybe even a shelf at a antique booth. I don't know what this is, and I have to soak off the sticker because there is a mark underneath it. I just have to soak the sticker off to see, but I couldn't leave her there by herself. She was just too cute. So I will find out what she is and see what I need to list her for. And honestly, she may even just go on my Grand Darlings shelf. I don't know for sure. Speaking of Grand Darlings, you know my one is a reader, so I got her a few books for her to read, and she reads them quickly. Like she'll have these read in 2 days. But I found this old Heidi book, and it doesn't have a publication year on it. All of them were $1.79 each, and I love buying her books. But there's no publication date. It does have like where it was published and everything on the inside, but there's just no date. There's no date on there anywhere. And even on the other side, copyright, but no date, and which is really weird. So I'll have to look it up and see. But I'm getting the classics for her. I got the Diary of Anne Frank, Little House in the Big Woods. I'm trying to get the classics. I want her to read the classics, just because I want her to say when she's older, oh yeah, I read that book when I was little. And then I got them some paper, scrapbook paper. They love to do their little arts and crafts. So this is a whole thing of scrapbook paper for $5.99. That's a good price. I mean, I haven't even opened it yet, because they had another one that earlier last week that was just this, and this is probably the same one. No, it was different. And it was $5.99 just for one. But this has got tons of paper in it, never used. Lots and lots of scrapbook paper. So they're going to have a blast with this. I'm really excited for them to be able to use this. And they love to make cards for friends and stuff. So it's going to be fun. And of course, I always say that you're never going to get, if you buy anything, you're never going to get a box without a thank you card in it. I was honestly thinking about making business cards, but I like the handwritten cards instead. And this was turned backwards in the bag, so I didn't even know it said thank you on it. But it's just a bag full of random cards. And on the back, it's got like handmade cards and stuff. So stuff like this, I'll probably put in my big item bags. Like I have a Brighton roller bag and stuff like that. I'll probably put the big one, or the really nice handmade ones. Now there was 3 bags that I got that had, and I had to rescue this because they just put it out, and if it sat on the shelf for any amount of time, it would have gotten broken. So I got this, and then for $5.99 I got this and the abalone shellfish, which I haven't looked these up yet, but they're both very, very pretty. There's no markings on this anywhere that I can see. It looks Italian to me, and it honestly looks like it's got glue on it, like maybe, I don't know, there's glue marks here, like there was something on it. But when I do a reverse image on it, I'll see if there was something else in it that I just didn't see. Now I got a couple in another bag for $5.99, and again, gotta rescue them before they get dropped and broken. I got a couple of Talavera, and this one's old. It has paint skips on it, or not paint skips, but glaze skips on it. It's got some crazing to it. It's signed, Beautiful, beautiful Talavera bird. I'm just really excited. I'll sell these in a lot. This one had something on the bottom and then they scribbled it out with marker. I will probably do a better job at marking over that so it doesn't look so scribbly because it's on pottery, so I'm not going to be able to get that off. So, and it was probably a price, somebody probably wrote on it. Beautiful pieces though. Somebody probably wrote on it with a ink pen, a price, and then Unique probably scribbled over it. So, and then in another bag I got, this one was $3.99, and these will be going on our Christmas tree. And it came like, it looked like, again, it looked like it was in like a booth of some sort, because they had them marked, but I don't know anything about them. But that's right, the kids, there's two of them in here, a star and a glass mitten. So, but I got these for our Christmas tree, so that, because like I said, this year they're gonna end up getting a bigger tree, and with that they're gonna need a lot more decorations than they had. I've also been picking up string lights for them. Like, I'll check them out in the store to make sure they work, because last year when we went to put the tree up, their string lights didn't work, so we went shopping trying to find some, and everybody was sold out. And this was like the middle of December, so it wasn't even like it was, you know, close. I mean, it was close to Christmas, but you know, by the middle of December, you'd still think you'd be able to find some Christmas lights, but I couldn't find any. And we went, now we're in Chicago, you know, you probably could have gone to Walmart, and there's no Walmart close to us. It's about 20 miles away. You know, you probably go to Walmart and find stuff like that, but we couldn't find anything. This is a $2.99, and it has, it's for the bamboo, but it's old. You can tell it's old, and I love the frogs. So I will look this one up, but I will probably list this one at about 15. Now, I don't usually deal with jewelry. I don't, but I loved these pens and they looked vintage. So I went ahead and got those. I'll list them together. One was $3.99, one was $1.99. There was a couple of other pens that also looked vintage, but I decided to just stick with the Christmas ones. And then this, I haven't looked this one up yet. It is a Pewter Duck. There's no markings on it. He was $3.49. There was something on the top, but he's a trinket dish. Beautiful. It's very, very heavy. So he's pewter with copper, and now I can't get him closed again. Very, very pretty piece. And so again, I couldn't pass that one up. Somebody had written in on the bottom with Sharpie. I can use my magic eraser and try to get that off better. Whatever was on, somebody tried to see what happened was their stickers, instead of somebody trying to wash them off, they literally tried to scratch them off with something. This is all scratched up and this is all scratched up. I don't know if you can tell, but yeah, they literally tried to scratch it off instead of washing it off. I don't know. I don't understand what people do sometimes, but that's okay. He's still pretty. I'll try to shine him up. And then I got this for $3.49, this wooden tiki. And I just thought he was fun. So, and he's wooden, so he's carved wood. And he was $3.49. And again, everything was 20% off. So, yeah, so I'll see how much he is, get him listed. I did a lot of listing last night. I still have one more box of Christmas to take photos of, but I've got a lot of stuff listed last night, and a lot of stuff still to list, but I did get quite a bit listed last night. I was pretty proud. Now this is the Millennium Ornament, a limited edition exclusively from Roman. I paid $4.49 for this in its own box. On the inside, it's got this in the gentle. It's called Gentle Love. And it looks ivory, 1996 it looks like. Very, very pretty. This one I won't put on the tree. I'll go ahead and sell this one. And let me see, I'm gonna put her back in there, put that in there to keep it in place. It's got a pin to keep her in place. So, and then it's a sixth issue of the Millennium Series, 1997. The collection of Christmas ornaments is to be completed by the year 2000. Designed by Ernio Marcaldo, sculpted by Alfonso Lucchesi, produced by anyway, it tells you 1996. Now it says limited to 1997, but it was a 1996 Romani. So I didn't look this up, but I did get it just because I felt like it was something special, and so I went ahead and got that. And I got this, you know me and my art class. Now this may be even a piece from China, I don't know, but yeah, made in China. But it was too cute to pass up. This beautiful rooster. Now somebody burned a candle inside of it, so I'll have to stick it in the freezer, try to get that candle out. But I just thought he was cute, so I went ahead and picked him up, $3.49. And so I'm sure he'll sell really quick. He's nice and heavy. So anyway, and then I'm thinking, I don't think there's anything else. I did get this for my son. He likes to wear hats like this, so I got this for him. It was $4.49. It's wool. Avalon Classic, and it does need to be taken to the dry cleaners and cleaned because it's very, very dirty. Let me see if it's got instructions on cleaning it, but it is wool, so I'm imagining it needs to be dry cleaned. And guys, I think that's it. I think this one, you know, I feel like I got a lot, but I think that's only because I got all the mugs, and the 13 of these haul mugs took up a lot of space. But it was fun. I'm like, okay, well, I'm not supposed to be doing this, but I'm doing this. So I think in one of my videos a while ago, I showed you this. It was in a bag. I didn't know what it was. And it's a mini monocular, which, if you don't know what a monocular was, remember in the old days when people would go to a play and they'd have that thing on their eye to, you know, or the little, you know, anyway, yeah, so the monocular is the one eye magnifying, and that's what this is. It's a newfangled version of it. I haven't listed it yet. I haven't even taken pictures of this one yet. But that's what this was a mini monocular. And I didn't know what a monocular was. I had to look it up. But once I figured it out, I was like, oh yeah, that's the newer version of what they used way back when they'd sit in the balconies and have their little eyeglasses and their little one-eye things. And so anyway, that I believe is everything. I don't think I'm missing anything. And yeah, it was fun. Hopefully this will be my last hurrah. But again, I will start doing, I have 2 items that sold, and the problem is they're not paying. One of them just started their eBay store, and they have no ratings or anything. And this is happening quite often, that people are buying my stuff to block it, and that's what they're doing. They're blocking it so that it's off the market, so hopefully theirs will sell. It's frustrating, and I've got 2 items sitting now. Now, one of the items that sold, they have a lot of ratings. They've built up over the last year. They've got some good ratings, but the problem is they're not responding back to me. It's been 3 days now, and they have one more day to go ahead and pay or send me a message or something letting me know. The other one that's new, they sent me the generic. I'm waiting for my PayPal's messing up, my bank card's messing up. Every time that people with these new accounts buy something from me, and then after 3 days of sending them messages, are you going to pay, are you going to pay? Then all of a sudden I'll get a message, yeah, I'm waiting for my account to clear or something. bizarre. It's something to do with their account, their debit card's not working. Usually it's their debit card's not working. Now, I've been getting these messages long enough to know what they're doing. And it's not even a high dollar item. They did that, one person did that with my Brighton roller bag and bought it, but then never paid for it, blocked it so that it was off the market, and frustrated me. But I immediately relisted it after I marked them buyer unpaid, but it hasn't sold. So it's not like it's a in high demand item that they needed to block me. I don't know why people do that. It can be very frustrating, but that's okay. It's the name of the game. You just roll with it. If that's what makes them happy, that's what makes them happy. But that's, as soon as I mark them unpaid, I'll go ahead and just as soon as I mark it unpaid, buyer didn't pay, it immediately relists for me. So I don't even have to go back and relist it. So, it's off the market for 4 days and then it goes back on, and now it starts my listing over again. So it doesn't count against me. I had a buyer email me about a napkin holder, and he wanted to know if it was perfect, and it was perfect, except for it had a tiny air bubble pop from the firing on the top. And I showed the pictures after he'd already won the bid on it. I showed him the picture of this tiny inclusion, and he wanted to cancel. But he didn't want to cancel it because that was a ding against him. Well, when I went in and canceled it, I said, buyer changed his mind. So that's not a ding against me, it's a ding against you, whether I tell you or whether I tell him to cancel it or you do, it doesn't matter. So it's funny. But anyway, that being said, it's all good. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share, make a comment down at the bottom, share my page. I really would like to get my followers built up. So subscribe, please subscribe. And you guys are amazing. Love you all, and we'll see you next time.